Hello, and welcome to our second Monday stream of the Fire Emblem Three Houses Randomizer, the Thales Chronicles. If you were here last week, you saw we jumped in and faced off with Death Knight Hanuman. He gave us a tough battle, but thankfully our Lysithea, Lord Lysithea, is such a monster. We pulled through and got Thales' first Dark Seal, so mission accomplished. Church Soldiers Randomizer were pretty tough, especially their swordsmen. Choked us up a little bit, but only 2-time rewinds, so just Costas and Emperor Ionius needed some rescuing. Got through it though, and now we're already halfway into the month of the Conad Tower battle, where we're going to be facing off with Acheron's unknown brother to see who that is and see if we can get one step closer to recruiting some students from the other houses. So sorry for my late start today. We had a little bit of a glass break in our kitchen, so I needed to do some emergency cleanup right around the time I was set to go live. But we're live now. I'm just doing final checks on the software and audio. Let me actually turn the music down a little bit. Looks like that's a little high compared to my voice. There we go. That should be a little bit better, more soft. And controller batteries, everything seems to be working. We're live, social promoted, so I'm going to shut down the music and jump into the game momentarily. All right, looks like we're in and operational. This menu's a little bit less laggy. It's still a little laggy. I'm not sure what's going on. It's just this particular menu seems to be causing lag within the randomizer. As you can see, we have everybody set up on their intermediate classes now. There may be some switches going as I'm watching everyone's stats. We also have Acheron recruited for the temporary. He's a minor Crest of Flames operator with Lancefair. He could be a very interesting addition to the team. It's also worth noting he inherently knows Lockpick and Rally Magic and has decently high strength and is already well built up for potentially, I could see him as a very good Great Knight late game. Minus the defense, but I think just the path to Great Knight would solve that for him. So, interesting character. He's going to have horrific supports that I'm looking forward to. But with that in mind, the only thing we really need to do is check supports. Supports are also done, so I'm going to jump straight in. We have some quest battles this month that we need to address. Maintaining your training and then clearing the way. I'm going to hit clearing the way first just to get the extra merchants unlocked so we can start capitalizing on fishing and getting money for all these units. But yeah, Thales is now a Dark Knight. I'm kind of having some post-certification regrets on that, just because his inherited abilities are so strong that I worry maybe he was the wrong one. He doesn't necessarily need special abilities quite as much as some of our other units, but we'll see. That said, these are going to be some pretty simple battles. I think both of them take place on this map. They are against the stronger bandit faction that's given me some trouble in the past, but I think with the level advantage we're facing here, they shouldn't be that bad. Just check sound levels in game. Looks good. Hello there, Amelia. Welcome on in. Stream so far, we just kicked off a few minutes ago, so not too much. I was just recapping Friday's episode where we fought with Death Knight Hanuman. Very exciting. We got Thales here into the Dark Mage class, so he's packing some really really nasty melee options between Heartseeker times 2. So he can just shred opponents' avoid stats now. Oh, you haven't even played it. Okay, so you have no idea. I'm talking gobbledygook to you. Fantastic. The base game of this is very, very worth playing. It is a tactics game like most of the Fire Emblem games, but what it does focus on a bit more is character customization. You can do a lot more with your characters, kind of like just getting off of the beaten path with them than most Fire Emblems, which are a bit more locked in. Engage, which is the one that left after this, kind of does it as well, and there's a couple in the series that do it somewhat, but I would say this has the biggest freedom of anything in Fire Emblem. Oh yeah, I would have. This is one of my favorite games. It's why it's one of the 2 games I'm starting my streaming channel with. And especially now that they've announced that the next mainline Fire Emblem in the series is going to be based in the same world as this one, it gives you yet another reason to want to jump in and check this out. So I'm just checking here in terms of characters that Acheron here can kind of team up with from my class. It looks like Manuel and Flame Emperor, because I'm going to sign one of them to kind of work with him. And then everyone's weapons are mostly good. I want to break that iron sword. But yeah, it's pretty much have you ever played other tactics games? Like what's your gaming history? And I can kind of talk through a bit better like my recommendation or not for this game. Thank you. My current goal is 25, so you're getting me one step closer. I'm just 4 away. And let me just check their defenses, make sure I've got a good front line ready. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think this is a solid squad to lead the way. I want to get him in the mix because I'm trying to recruit him. He's kind of a green unit right now. Gotcha. I'm actually the reverse. I've worked my ass off for the last 20 years of my life and just moved out into like a very secluded forest area in Virginia, and I'm kind of getting my life back, so to speak, from the corporate world. So this streaming is kind of like a hobby I'm doing just to, you know, get my socializing in for the day. But yeah, sorry to hear. I know a lot of people are facing tough times, a lot of working hours these days. Besides this, oh yeah, I'm trying to be a writer as my primary profession going forward. So I'm working on a novel, but I feel like the greatest inspiration around right now for just quality writing is coming out of anime. So I watch quite a bit of anime as almost like homework to make sure I'm getting inspiration from the best source materials out there at the moment. I just finished the latest episode of Dan to Dan today. I didn't realize it had literally just stopped airing like last week, but that was incredibly innovative storytelling. I was so spellbound by the whole series. Oh, I mean, yeah, I grew up on Goku. That was my childhood hero. I used to record the episodes on VHS, and then my buddy would come over and we'd watch like 5 at a time. I was like binging before binging was a thing. I've seen about 19 episodes of Gojo's show. I haven't finished it yet. Kind of took a break for it. I just saw through like the Panda arc. Ooh, Emperor Ionius is in trouble here. Oh yeah? Let me drop some things in chat for you. I just got these set up with some links. And also I have this if you want to see more about the class roster, the units I'm using. Whew, got some heat coming in on me here. See if I can slow these guys down a second so I can think. No, absolutely. That's something I'm actually working on for this channel right now, is just checking out different artists. I made an account on VGen and just looking at like different rates and whatnot for getting some more professional work done for promoting the channel. Yeah, one thing I'm liking about games like this, and this is another reason why I would kind of recommend it to you, is if you like to like chat with your friends on the side, you want to like play something that just, you know, tests your brain a little bit more than like most games out there. This is a nice one because the tactics will test you, especially if you play on the harder difficulties, but at the same time it's all turn-based, so you can kind of like step away, someone calls you, you don't have to be like 100% engaged in it, you can have a chat on the side. Sounds good, I can check that out after the stream. Oh, I forgot how strong these bandits are. They are kind of scary. Let me combat art just to improve my chances of hitting this guy. But yeah, per my other question, like, what was your gaming history like? What games do you like to play?
Growth is a part of life.
Okay, what kind of RPGs? Okay, okay.
You worked hard for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's another element of this one that shines above a lot of the earlier Fire Emblems. The storytelling in this just stands out way, way more. It's much more interesting characters. Yeah. So, like, if you're really invested into, like, the gameplay outside of combat, this one is a definite winner on that front. Most of them aren't actually riding around with a chair on top of a horse. That's part of the randomizer in action, but very interesting characters and just like a huge roster. But yeah, Counter-Strike, Elden Ring, you've got some reaction skills then. I play a little bit of the Hero Academia Battle Royale from time to time when it's not overly pay to win or unbalanced, just to keep my skills up. Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses is very deep, deceptively so, but it also has just a very easy normal difficulty that's very new player friendly. I think it doesn't get enough credit for why it became such a splash with a lot of casual players. You actually see in a lot of tactics games, especially streams, you mostly see guys streaming them, but Three Houses has a very large female player base. I think there's a lot of husbanditos in the story, but also just like it has a lot more of a focus on kind of the interpersonal relationships and storytelling that just makes this game more interesting than your typical tactics game out there. Um, and it also, I like that it's kind of a two-part setup. So you have this period where you get to know the characters, and then you have a period where things go south, and you kind of see how that plays out and how it changes people. So those are all elements that like really stand out about making this game interesting for me. In terms of, like I said, the customization, there's so many classes. You get to customize the skills. You can, let me see, if I zoom in and look at someone, I believe from this screen I can see it. Maybe not. But you can see on this screen on the skill level there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's 9, 10, 11 total like skill sets you can kind of build characters into, and there's combinations with those skill sets that unlock like more advanced classes later. So it's a pretty long game, but it gives you a good sense of accomplishment for the time you put into it. And then it is worth noting there's also, I don't know if you've ever played like the Muso games like Dynasty Warriors, but Fire Emblem Three Houses has a game called Fire Emblem Three Hopes that's basically similar systems to this, but it's more action oriented and fast paced, which I would love to stream one day, but I need a capture card and probably a Switch 2, because if I do play that game again, I would like to do it in 60 FPS. I think that's the long-term goal. That's an expensive proposition, though. I also think I might need to upgrade my PC into more of a... I'm playing this on kind of like a gaming laptop that's about 4 years old now. I think I would probably need more of a dedicated desktop PC before I make that happen. But yeah, one day. Also, just like I kind of want to do a more updated PNG model that kind of, I don't know, fits more of the aesthetic than what I'm using right now that I'm going for. So that's still something I'm feeling out. Miss? How's a black hole miss? Appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, my sister-in-law is quite an impressive artist, but she's also kind of struggling in college right now, so I would probably work with her, but she needs to focus, and I don't want to be the reason why she's not paying attention in class. She's very easily distracted. She's much younger than me. Okay, I think this is going a bit better now. I'm going to try and keep locking these characters down with the gambit so I can kind of move more safely. If I hit. Yeah, do you work on any, like, do you post your artwork on any other websites, or mostly just like one-off on Discord thing? I've been spending the last couple of weeks watching so many videos, just learning the ins and outs and like better design practices and whatnot. Unfortunately, my writing skills do not translate well into art skills, but I feel like I at least have the vision of things and can communicate it well. I just can't, unfortunately, draw it.
Now that feels good. I'm a quick study.
No, I'll check it out after the stream. I only have like a limited time. I'm trying to make some progress on this story. Yeah, no problem.
Hardly worth my time.
Oh, I don't have it ranged? Yuck. Okay. Ooh, no. Oh. Ah.
I guess I got a little carried away. But it was definitely worth it for that much fun.
No, because his sword broke, it slowed him down. I didn't even think about that. So this is a good chance to test that. If his sword doesn't break, does that happen again?
As you wish.
Yeah, because he's got attack speed 14 versus 8, so wow, the sword break really cost him a lot of speed there.
Luck is on my side. I'm a quick study.
Here goes. Can't afford to lose.
Ugh, wish Hubert had some heals. Okay, replaying that out with a non-broken sword should fix it. Let's see. Yeah, it was the speed of the broken sword. I've never noticed that before. It's always when you think you're in control in this game that something goes badly. Let's maneuver you down here, get your support bonus. Do I have anyone that could kind of... Yes, I do. Okay. Let's have him come in and throw this in the middle.
My plan is flawless.
Come on, you can't get the kill? You can't. Wow. Might have to reconsider Fletch's build. It's probably her battalion is too weak.
I will get the victory. I will not be stopped.
Switch the gauntlets with him just to be safe. I don't want him getting doubled. He's quite squishy despite his looks. Oh, that'll help with that.
Just getting started.
I do need to start getting some heals up. The team's getting battered across the board. They can't move, but I don't want that. Oh, you can only do 2 to him. Okay, I'm actually gonna have you come in, but not attack. Let's just have you sit there, and then you can come in and do an opener, but not finish him. Yeah, if he had attacked first, he would have been in trouble. That was scary. Okay. Get you some bow experience, because we got to get you up to magic bows for your build to work. It's just not working with physical, and your growths aren't changing. You need to get her battalion up too. Let's have you run in, get another heal. Oof, our healers are struggling. We need to do something to soften them up. But I also am scared of walking into this. Let's see, you have the impregnable wall, so we can have them kind of come up here, go all in. That's why you have a spear, I guess. You can come in with the bow. And then I'm not too concerned about Flame Emperor. I feel like they'll trash everyone. Said you can't really do anything otherwise. And I don't really need you to get this kill either. You don't have range? You don't have range either. That kind of messes with the idea. Yeah, you could actually, as long as you don't take too much retaliation damage, you kind of do. I'll split. Let's just have, let's do it now, and then we'll have Costas run in as just like bait. Then you can move out of the way. We can go in and get a quick shot on him. Wow, these enemies are nasty. At least they don't have magic boosting Caress yet. And then Hubert can finish him off, yeah.
I'm shocked you made it easy.
Get his Life Taker. And now everyone's going to go for Flame Emperor, but I think she can take it. Impenetrable wall is up, so he won't take any damage. Now we can easily mop up this fight. Let's try and make sure we get our all of our gambit uses in. You actually want to do some damage. Let's have you come around to the backside, get into support with these two. I'll leave the archer on so you can move afterwards and still support. Looking good. That's a hit. Alright, we got the boss locked down. Move you down here. Keep the beads on the boss. You still have disturbance. Let's have you come in with the 11 sword ready and take him on. And there, with a D rank battalion, she'll be able to actually pull her weight a lot better, especially if we get a good magic battalion on her. Be a fun character build too. Acheron is surprising me. He's actually bringing a decent amount of power to the team. He was not on my wish list for characters to recruit, but I'm having second thoughts seeing him in this fight. Also, now that Hubert's speed is up, he's really showing his power, especially with the double chance to lethality proc. You're still level 10. We might as well give you this kill. Hopefully with her intermediate class, she can start getting some better stats.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
More defense. Defense is supposed to be the lowest ranked growth on this run, but for whatever reason, all of my characters seem to just specialize in it.
My heart is full of victory.
Alright, that was a nice clean quest clear. That gives us clearing the way, so we'll get the fishing merchant online and can start doing some fishing. I would be tempted to do that for the next weekend, but I don't know. I just feel like my characters are still kind of lacking and could use some more combat. We do have another lobby quest that we can take on next week too, so I might jump into just a second week of battling. Save the fishing for another time. It's probably like a rare fish day too, which we won't get many shots at. Okay, group tasks. Let's get our horse users back on the saddle. Goals are already kind of updated and where I want them to be, except for right here. Well, we're gonna hit that shortly because he's still trying to unlock his budding talent and faith. With that in mind, we'll jump into instruct. I mostly like to instruct the characters that are higher level, just because I'll be using them less commonly in battle, so kind of keeps them up on, you know, just gaining the stats. Mostly I want to make him ready early for Paladin, which is like B Spear, B Horseman. I am eyeing this budding talent in Authority that I'm going to jump into, but I'm going to focus on the Spear and horseback riding in the meantime.
Beginning to understand.
And with the goal set that he's working on, that should help with his mounted too, which is falling a little bit behind the spear. Costas needs just more of everything, but I think axes are going to be the ultimate end game for him. So I'm going to keep pushing the axes here. I guess I can push a little bit of fist just because I specialize in it, so I can teach him a little faster. Star student Costas. What he lacks in teeth, he makes up for in brains and forehead. Alright, who else we got? Gwendol? Yeah, we need to give Gwendol a few more lessons. He has some interesting budding talents, but they're just not in areas I care about, so I'm going to keep focusing him in on getting him ready to be like a jack of all trades, trickster eventually.
Can't say I'm surprised. Go on, sing my praises again. Can't say I'm surprised.
Hopefully just getting some better white magic on so he has some better support capabilities, because right now he's just not really shining in any area. Okay, takes care of him. I've got 2 more I can teach. Looks like Dimitri is on the block, who I'm just focusing for like jack of all trades magic, which is unfortunate because he's not getting the magic growth I need. So that's why I'm kind of feeling like I need to lean more into the faith over the reason. We can overcome like low magic with decent faith abilities, but not so much on the mage side. Although he has great spells, I really wish his magic would grow a little faster. Last one, I think pushing Petra up on the trickster route too, because she's got Seraphim. She doesn't have the magic, which is very unfortunate. So she really does need to get her swords up.
You could make a ton of money with your instructing skills. You could make a ton of money.
Soul Blade, which again, she doesn't have good magic, so that's not the best thing we could have gotten, but I guess it's better than not having it.
Ooh, newfound knowledge.
That'll at least give her an option against heavy armor should they come up. Okay, that's all the teaching we can do for this week. No budding talent unlocks or anything. We're kind of in the long slog to advanced classes, so we'll keep going.
Hey, kid.
Here's the perfect combo for a scrappy guy like me. Axe skills and brawling, yeah. Swing my axe left and right and then punching guys out if I lose my weapon. I was born to be a war master. Maybe. I'll think about it, but I think Great Knight's your true path. We need a better tank. Curious to know how Dimitri's doing. Alright, let's see.
Well, hello, Professor. You came all the way to my room to... Oh. You've brought the materials from your lecture I slept through. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't miss the lectures, Dimitri.
It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy.
Let's wake you up with a bit of training.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly. I would certainly injure myself if I tried to train.
What is wrong with this Dimitri? He doesn't want to train?
By this point in most conversations, I am bored senseless. But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so? You're definitely a strange one.
A tad bit. Maybe so. He's a bit strange.
In truth, your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner, but you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else. And yet you can wield one of the heroes' relics. You're like
Think he's on to me.
Some silly legend. Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either.
He's definitely on to me. Is that what you think?
Hey, Professor, will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours? It won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you. Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a crest scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be. I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first. On that note, good night, Professor.
Whatever, Dimitri, just as long as you keep healing people and keeping them. I'm surprised my healer just now hit C with me. Looks like we got a tea party coming up. Who do we got? It's Edelgard's birthday. Yes, we'd love to have tea with Edelgard.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, I don't think she'd like Southern tea. Okay, so this is Leonie's caricature. Liable allies, fashion, a word of advice. Word of advice? Heart racing memories, the ideal professor. Tell me about yourself. Thanks for everything, favorite sweets. Thanks for everything. Leonie's a little straightforward.
I don't care what you think of me. I just don't want to lose to you.
That's that Edelgard pride. Comment. Easy tea time. Nailed it. Do we have any gifts? I'll throw her a sunflower.
No, thanks. What are you staring at me for? I've been doing all my training. This is really nice.
That went well. See if we can add another recruit to the plan.
Captain Gerald made this necklace for me a long time ago. It's a reminder of where I came from. Thanks for the tea. Invite me by again sometime.
Very nice. Very nice. No charm, though. Even on a perfect tea time.
I'm not sure about this.
Indeed. I will do my part.
I guess that's that.
Hey, C+. No skill, though. Making progress, though, on the Mount Master. And we got D on Flame Emperor. Oh, if we can get them on a Pegasus soon.
I'm a quick study.
Wind Sweep already on Gwendol. Okay, okay. He's showing some promise now.
Still got room to grow.
Diamond Axe, not bad on Gerald.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Transmute already on okay, okay. I'm seeing some build paths now. These are good skills.
Impressive.
All right, we got the merchants online. Hello there, welcome in. We got to take on Death Knight Hanuman on Friday. That was exciting. Thankfully, Edelgard, not Edelgard, Lord Lysithea saved the day. The Western Church wasn't too bad. We dealt with them pretty nicely, but yeah, we got our Dark Seal. So Thales is a Dark Knight now, and we're picking up some interesting abilities. I think I'm actually going to go through them right now and just see what we want to kind of change up a bit. Like, I like having, we got Staunch Shield on our main tank, so that's going to be helpful. Iron Defiant Speed, but he has so many good options right now that I'm not going to lean into it just yet. But yeah, everyone's in their intermediate classes now. We got a Levin Sword up on our Magic Assassin Annette, so she's starting to show her chops. In fact, I think she just hit D in Authority as well, so we can actually start leaning into like a Magic Battalion and really see that build start to come online. Yeah, things are doing good. We've got Acheron in to face his brother at the end of the month at Conan Tower. A lot of fun things. It looks like we just got a couple of supports in from the quest where you unlock the Monastery Merchant. So yeah, pretty good. I'm going to flip through these real quick because I thought we just got a couple of good combat arts and abilities I want to have online before we go back into combat. Staunch Shield on a Thief is an interesting idea. We don't need his Reason abilities on for the moment, so I'll drop those off. Transmute just came online for Fletch. don't really think we need her faith just yet. And then on the combat arts side, we picked up, I think Petra got soul blades. I'm gonna give her, she's not even using axes, right? Yeah, so there's nothing lost there. And then there's one other combat art, it was wind sweep on Gwendol. So nice abilities coming on. Let's get him swapped too for now. Better optimized. And then diamond axe for Geralt. I'm gonna put that. Don't think he needs shove anymore. He'll probably be rallying for the 8 luck over shoving most of the time. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's jump into some supports, and then we'll do another quick grind battle to get into the end of the month. Looks like it's actually going to happen before stream ends today, so that's exciting. How are you doing?
With this idea, I may be able to get the one up on Edelgard.
This again.
Hubert! I wish you would not sneak up on me like that.
Maybe you would be more perceptive if your mind were less burdened by sedition.
Sedition? Absurd. This is an important project.
Yes, I heard. A new way to prove how superior you are to Lady Edelgard. She is not your rival, Ferdinand. She is above you. A noble like you ought to know his place.
Anything is better than being a noble like you. Every time you open your mouth, it's Lady Edelgard this or Lady Edelgard that. Do you ever think for yourself? You follow her around like a pet. You spend all of your
This Ionius is so fiery.
and yet you never truly express an opinion of your own. Before you reprimand me, take a moment to consider your own failings.
Your nonsense is tiresome, so I hope this will be the last time I have to remind you. Lady Edelgard is the Imperial Princess. You are merely the Prime Minister's son.
Yes, I understand that. But my duty is to guide her, to give frank advice when she is on the wrong course of action. That is what I strive to do.
What a great dad.
Thus my devotion to surpass Edelgard, so that if she needs guidance, I will be prepared to give it. If you think it is tiresome to have a mind of your own, you will never be much of an advisor.
Does the river of filth pouring out of your mouth ever stop flowing? Your obsession with all things superficial is disgusting. It's no use. You're hopeless. I'll take my leave.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
Frowny Ionius. Oh, interesting. We got Manuela, an out-of-house student. Manuela and Acheron, the support that we've always wanted to see.
So full. That fruit plate really hit the spot. Time to get nice and snug. Maybe do some sewing.
Hey, Bernadetta. You look pretty happy. Celebrating something?
What? No, nothing at all.
Hey, relax. It's okay if you'd rather not tell me. By the way, I believe you left something in the library. A half-written
I think we need to recruit Acheron just for how cursed all of his supports will be.
Who it belonged to and gave it a read-through. You're a really talented writer.
Oh, we broke Manuela again.
I'm sorry.
Either that or she's gonna eat him. One of the two.
And I couldn't stop. I think it's good enough to publish. It's the kind of adventure story that will make people laugh and cry. I love how you never know what mess the hero is going to get herself into next. I'm dying to read more.
Your mouth's hanging wide open.
Bernadetta, are you okay?
Sorry, was someone talking about a story?
Yes, that would be me. I read your book.
You read my book?
Yeah, and I loved it.
I'm so humiliated. Please forget everything you read.
Humiliated? No, I think the word you're looking for is humbled, because... And she's gone. Now, what do I do with this book?
No one can catch Manuela when she starts running.
Oh, he actually read it. I regret everything. Even if I burn the pages, I can't burn his memory. Not unless I throw
How devious she is. Look at that smile.
Don't think things like that, Bernie.
Unless... There's the bot of the stream. They're running late today. Thought I was actually going to sneak by for a second. But yeah, Friday we had a bit of a shorter stream because I had an out-of-town trip, so it worked out as more of a quiet stream. Went to this really interesting, like, small-town Virginia town takeover where just, like, it was all, like, wizard-themed. So they had, like, Harry Potter cosplayers and all sorts of, like, tarot card readings and special, like, potions that you could buy at shops. It was really a lot of fun. It was also raining the entire day, so that was a bit of a damper, but thankfully the worst of it came down after we left, so that was a fun afternoon. Things are pretty peaceful around here otherwise. Thankfully not too much interfering with my streams just yet. I might be picking up like a part-time job here soon, so I might adjust my stream schedule when that happens, but hasn't happened yet, so no rush. I'll keep doing the 3 days a week for now. Looks like I got a couple people hitting D rank on their authority, so I want to make sure we're keeping this updated. Flame Emperor, there's a clip, Nafir, that I can't emphasize enough how cool it is. Flame Emperor entered the House versus House Spear tournament at the end of Friday's episode, and got into a situation where she could not win. She just wouldn't do enough damage. It would be a stalemate. And we actually got her, by not healing her, to trigger her Defiant crit and do the necessary damage to win out the fight. And we had one heal left, so we could go on and finish the tournament with Flame Emperor winning. So just endless times, Flame Emperor has been the most clutch character in the party. And I can't wait to get her on a Pegasus and really see how good we can make her. Yeah, it's Fish of Mystery. It would have been nice just to go into town and buy the extra bait, but I think a little bit more combat experience is more important for now. Yeah, first there was my Fat Finger clutch crit Emperor, then she won the House vs. House tournament. Can't wait to get some decks on her late game and really see her shine. Okay, this looks like it's the same pretty much battle as the other one, so let's just flip the units around. I think I actually am going to bring... Actually, you know what? I could just set Thales as adjutant to Acheron and do it that way. But yeah, I think it's mostly level 11s now we need to level up. Oh, we still have a couple 10s, okay. But we can just bring in our lowest characters for this fight. But we got really good supports with Death Knight, ironically, on last week's fight. So I think that recruit is coming along really nicely. We got the C rank support with him. So I think at the beginning of the next month I might try and recruit Death Knight and see if he takes. Let's see, did I get a net? Yeah, I did get a net. Okay, so net's 11 swords really going to be coming online now. We'll get a taste of that in this fight. I wish I had one more teaching session so that we can get Hubert's white magic online and see if he actually has faith. But as you can see, we've got 19 defense on Geralt now. So he's really becoming the tank that I'm hoping for. And Fletch, she's a little bit lacking on power, but she's so well balanced. She's another nice tank unit in the squad. So yeah, we'll go in with this. Already did the combat art upgrades, so should be fine. And let's give the Staunch Shield a nice test here. Try your luck. Hopefully they don't kill him with doubles here. Yeah, they can't hurt him. That's what I thought. That's what I like to see. That's why I blew the money on the Silver Shield.
I'll cut through.
have you buddy up with Acheron.
Thanks. I think I'm improving.
I think the most surprising thing of this run so far is the defensive growths have been wild on characters, and that's supposed to be like the lowest percentage chance of growing on any of them. So I've been really wondering just why, or not, I know why is luck was on my side, but we're getting some decently tanky characters really early on, which is making up for most of our characters kind of lacking in the offensive department. Man, not even Crest of the Beast can get through that shield. Get debuffed, nerds. Yeah, who needs to do? We've got Geralt on our side. He's gonna break every blade with his 19 defense. Oh, that's good to see. I like that. Get the speed on Petra.
I will not be stopped. All in a day's work.
Yeah, let's have him come in here and get some
I thank you.
combat XP. Can just set everyone up around them. Oh, you can Thor run from there. Let's do that. Annika's having some accuracy issues. She missed a Luna like that in our last fight. Need to get some XP on Annette. Yeah, look at that. She can do 20 now. It's great to see. She's still lagging here, but she can at least do enough with combat arts to make it work. So we don't have to waste all of our durability on the 11 sword, which would be bad to do early.
Done is done.
We don't have a backup 11 sword, and we don't have enough magic crystals to repair it. So I kind of have to bring her in sparingly when we can. Hubert is getting mighty fast though, which is making him really scary. And his magic growths are starting to kick in.
You worked hard for nothing.
He's also packing the Morphus Magicorp C rank, which is really making him stand out compared to a lot of the other units. Let's bring him in, use his Staunch Shield. And then rally the luck on him to 20. This is our Thief Gwendol. Oof. Got denied. Now they're in the woods. We're gonna have to hammer that guy. Yeah, I think I need you on magic more than defense. Can we just Luna him? See if it hits. Come on, Monica. There it is. There it is. Do you have 2 range magic? You do not. But you could do total KO magic, so. Oh, only with fire though. Okay, he's not fast enough then. But he's setting up kills for our lower level characters really nicely. I think him and Annette are going to be best friends for a while.
I had no choice. War feeds my body and mind.
Yeah, 16 speed, 14 magic. She's gonna be scary when that bolt bow comes online. Can't wait to see it. Mute Fletch with the Blizzard crit.
You're in tip-top shape.
Okay, can he survive a counterattack if they hit him back? Maybe. He maybe can. Yeah, let's gamble it. He's fine. Good team building with Thales. Show him what he's capable of. Alright, I'm gonna have you switch over to your training bow and then try and gambit this guy out of the woods.
I will use the strategy. One more success.
Okay, woods are safe. You're gonna try and get the kill, so I can't let you get away with that. Okay, that part of the fight's over. Yeah, Costas has Bombard online, so that's really nice. That came in clutch a couple of times during the last chapter finale. Loving this 99% accuracy on Geralt, though. Having a tank that can actually reliably hit is just so good. And then, of course, our healer also has Songstress. We need to get some heals onto... Oh, this is a nice combo. He can rally the magic on Dimitri so that Dimitri can heal him back for more. Okay, incoming trouble. This seems like a good... Oof. Gotta watch this archer. That was not there last time. Have you come up to safety. This seems like a good time to drop the 11 sword.
That worked out.
Okay. I do not have my wall, but I can kind of make up for it. What's the furthest you can get? You can get down to here. You can cast it on him. Kind of want to make a bit of a wall here, an impenetrable wall, but not an impregnable wall, just an absolute defense version. They're all physical, so no one's really going to be able to hurt your ult, even without Staunch Shield. Have you come in here, form the line. You're tanky enough. I can actually throw a meteor down. Now's a good time to do it. Let's have you switch back to wind after. Yeah, let's deal with that archer. I actually don't know. I assume you do. I'm not sure if it's better or not, but I kind of wanted to just mess around with it and see if we do unlock it or not. That's one of those weird elements, since you can't really see the number in game, that I've always been curious how it worked. Because I do know that the adjutant does build support, but I don't think it's like compounded or anything.
Guess I learned a thing or two.
You can do the reverse too, where like I could have bring Thales in and had Acheron as my backup. Yeah, it wouldn't pop up because Thales is technically not in the fight, but it still should be like a separate kind of support. Which is better though? That's a programming question. That's the one mystery of this game I will never know, is just how the rally supports, adjutant supports, all those weird off-kilter supports work.
This one's a favorite.
100%. Yeah, Gerald's nasty. Let's see, can we get one more hit in with you? Probably, as long as we clear everything. Kind of want to have you Gambit again. Petra can do some serious damage to these archers. Let's move them in.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Fletch is not a heavy damage dealer, so I kind of want to get some easy kills on her where we can. Feels like her XP is going up slower than other characters too, which is interesting. Though I do know we have some characters with those like abilities that give faster XP, so that may just be throwing off my perception a little bit. Yeah, I know that Conan Tower can get a little bit laggy, so I think I'm going to restart the emulator before we go into that battle, just to ensure we don't have hiccups while we're going through it, because it's such a long fight.
Thank goodness.
Alright, now we just clean up the bosses and get a couple more level 12s in the squad. Have our Geralt get in here and soften everyone up. That's a nice block. We can sneak people in behind him now. Have you guys just keep healing Acheron. So cheeky. Such an awful character, but he's going to be fun to have on the team. That, I mostly just want him around so that we can swoop in and get the Lance of Ruin at some point. Ooh, we've Stride. Let's get him to the front line before this boss gets here. Okay. Enemy will break on Geralt. And he's giving us easy damage. Alright, we got you healed up, so let's set this up for Gwendol. Oof, there's that Crest of the Beast I've been gambling against. Glad it didn't decide to show up until it didn't matter. It's also just weird to see Dimitri in every cutscene being like, training? Why would we do training? Oh, that's such a drag. Yeah, this Dimitri is an oddball, for sure. Who do I want to get the kill? Fletcher Monica would actually be useful. I just don't know if they're going to get in range to do it in time. Let's have you gambit this guy just to set it up.
My plan is flawless. Hardly worth my time. Any experience is worth having.
See, they can't reach, I don't think. Oh, she could actually with her range attack. There we go. 25 on a Thoron, that's not bad. With 20% crit, we can work with that. That might come in handy in the tower.
My rise to prominence continues.
But she keeps thinking she's a tank is the only problem. Very confused mage Monica. Alright, Petra MVP, which is actually Annette. First MVP I think we've seen on Annette. Let's power that 11 sword. Yeah, we'll get to the weekend. I'm gonna restart the emulator for the big battle to come. Hey, we got a hidden birthday with Gwendol. Oh no, it's not with Gwendol. It's actually with Yuri. I forgot he was in the school.
Did you need something?
Ah, right, Yuri.
Just the right amount of heat.
Food in the dining hall. Someone you look up to?
Nailed it. Got it.
Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Is it actually cats? It's not. Favorite sweets.
Was there something you wanted to discuss?
Don't wave that hand at me. He likes you to be straightforward, so I'm just gonna nod. Nailed it again. Hopefully we get some charm out of it this time.
Does my face unsettle you? I've heard it before.
Such a strange comment on Yuri. I love it.
Why are you staring? It was delicious. I hope you will invite me again.
Yuri's charm.
Thanks.
Okay, we got merchant military, another free steel sword. Very nice. We can jump into some supports before we do the battle. Actually, we got quite a few supports to jump through. That'll come in handy too. I also want to do some mild weapon optimization. I think we've got a lot of broken weapons, and now we have the blacksmith online, so we can do something. Actually, I don't actually think we can do something because we haven't visited the merchant. I did not consider that element. We didn't visit the merchant that sells the smithing stones. So even though we have the blacksmith online, we don't really have any smithing stones to play with. We could maybe reforge like one broken lance. Let's see. Yeah, we can basically get an iron sword plus, maybe a couple iron swords plus. Still not a bad deal. Oh, only one. Only one, it costs 6. Oh well. We should have some stuff in storage that we can rearrange or just buy some fresh things. Now we have a higher professor level, we should have some good items to mess with. Alright, we've got Fletch and Geralt.
Scampered up to me, hopped in my lap, and scarfed it all down in one bite.
That sounds terrible.
I was looking forward to that sandwich all morning, and then she scurried off like nothing happened.
Alright then. What do you feel like doing today?
Why'd you sigh like that?
Geralt's just uncomfortable around small assassin women.
I can tell you were holding back a real monstrous sigh yourself. Figured I'd get one out for the both of us. Felt great.
Oh, I see. Must be nice, sighing whenever you feel so inclined.
Oh, why not try taking a deep breath whenever you feel a sigh coming on? Trick yourself out of it.
I tried that once. It went okay at first, but then I had to exhale.
Right. Guess they're too similar for that to work. Does that mean yawning is a no-go too?
I'm pretty bored right now, so maybe we'll find out. But I don't yawn very often, to be honest.
Because you sleep when the sun goes down and wake when it rises, yeah?
Yep, that's been my routine for a while now. It's easier than contending with a full day of boring stuff.
Come on, everything has its quirks. I don't think I'd call anything in this wild world boring.
Really? Because you don't seem to take much interest in your own future.
That's not very nice, is it? We really aren't all that different, you know? I'd wager you haven't given too much thought to tomorrow either.
Quiet. Don't pretend you can see through me. This pointless chatter has made me even hungrier than I already was. I'm off to the dining hall.
Just wanted the gal to relax for a change. She's as prickly as ever.
Alright, then we've got, oh, 2 of the nets. We've got Annette and Dimitri.
Petra, would you pause a moment?
Yes? Are you wanting something?
I was observing your spear work, and I wonder if you don't think your transitions are sloppy. The way you move your arm before a strong thrust hinders your movement and slows your spear on its way
Dimitri,
back.
the spear
It leaves a
expert.
rather large opening.
Which arm? My left or right?
I think the right... No, actually it's both. It's something about the way you move your elbows.
I am not understanding. Can you show me, please?
Demonstrate? No, I'd hate to get sweat all over my book.
But I must correct this. Please. Or are you unable to?
These are actually our 2 shortest students, so it's funny to see they actually look normal when they're next to each other.
I advise and you implement. Very simple.
Then, please advise again.
It's all quite simple. Sometimes you make a big stab downwards, right? Before that, you lift up. At that point, you sort of let the tension go and stop. It ruins the momentum of the stab.
How can I be lifting up with no unnecessary moving?
It's the arm
That's
that
such a weird
works.
animation without the hair.
Calculate the locus of the spear and the elasticity of the muscles.
Locus? Elasticity? Can you not just be showing me? Please. If you are showing me, I will learn it with quickness.
I won't waste your time with such demonstrations. You're a smart one, Petra. You'll sort it out. Besides, I need to go now. I have a prior appointment to keep.
Linhart only likes talking. It is on myself to prevail.
And then Hubert and Annette to close it out.
Acheron, industrious as ever, I see.
Hello, Hubert. Yes, I am trying to be industrious. I must be working hard to improve my position. Right now, it is not a good one.
Even accounting for that, your efforts are impressive. I wish a little of you would rub off on certain people here. One troublesome slouch in particular.
Rub? I will not be rubbing on anyone.
Not literally. I never would have imagined you would adjust so well to life in Fodland. When I first met you, you couldn't understand a single word of the language. You had the look of a cornered animal. So much so I thought you'd grown up in the wild.
I had more youth then, and the experience was terrifying. My grandfather ordered me to go to Fodland with suddenness. I was stolen to a strange land filled with strange people. The treatment I was receiving was like I was a strange beast.
It is unfortunate, but while you were called our guest, you were actually a hostage. You were meant to be insurance that Brigid would not restore its alliance with Dagda and attack us. The Empire required leverage, and after all, you are the Princess of Brigid.
It gave me sadness to leave my home, but I am not unhappy that I came to the Empire. I have learned much understanding from the outside world. My experience has made me become who I am, and meeting you and Lady Edelgard has had great value for me.
I admire your spirit in the face of adversity. You set a strong example to follow. And there is much more adversity to come.
Okay, that closes out the supports. Said I'm going to restart the emulator before we get into the big battle. And then we can actually manage what little 9.6k funds we have to try to make something out of our inventory for this fight. I think we maybe have a couple of steel weapons sitting in the convoy we can bring out. Might be good to have those combined with some of our combat arts to make an impact in this. But we definitely need to be equipped for the long haul because there's a lot of enemies and a double boss fight at the end that we have to account for. Thankfully, we'll have the Heavy Knight Ignatz coming in to give us some cover, so I'm planning to use our movement combat arts to the fullest to try and drag him around the map and do some of the fighting for us. I'm also uncertain if he gets the normal bandits for his randomized allies. This could actually be a really tough fight, especially those Crest of Flame archers are no joke. There we go. Looks like it's loading up nice and quick. FPS looking good. No dropped frames today. All right. How is, before we jump into this, I'm just going to check. Flame Emperor. She still doesn't have 100% on Pegasus Knight because of her lance. Okay, she needs 42 more in lance. We can probably do that next lesson, or even she might get that from this fight. With that in mind, let's jump into the mission. The Gautier Inheritance. Time to go meet the brother to Acheron, Phlegathon.
This weather is unfortunate. Those villagers were right when they said a storm was brewing. But they were more afraid of an attack than they were of the storm. Let's end this quickly.
The thieves have taken Conan Tower as their base. There it is in the distance.
Miklon must be more skilled than your average thief to have overtaken a place like that.
This area was the site of a massive battle several hundred years ago, when invasions from the north were at their peak. This tower was built for both surveillance and defense. It will be difficult to seize it.
You know your history, Gilbert. If I recall correctly, you're from the kingdom, aren't you?
I left my home long ago. If you have any questions about the mission, I'd be happy to answer them.
Do you know about the leader of the thieves?
House Gautier has always placed great importance on whether or not someone bears a crest. Margrave Gautier has 2 sons. A crest never manifested for his eldest. It's not hard to imagine why he left and wound up in this sort of life.
There's no reason that crests should have the power to dictate someone's destiny.
That's right,
Don't you
Lysithea.
agree, Gilbert? He was just another victim of cruel fate, forsaken by the goddess, who now demands his execution.
All right, so we're bringing Acheron in. Probably bring one of our Lobies that has support with him. Actually put Flame Emperor with her spear on as his adjutant. I think that would be kind of helpful for this. Acheron gets Flame Emperor because she's strong enough as it is, and she needs mostly the spear, so then we don't have to worry about getting any more combat XP on her. With that in mind, it's probably mostly going to be the Lobies that we need to worry about here. They are, oh, they're rogues, so they are different. What is this, double major Crest of Regan rogues? That's nonsense. Well, they don't have combat arts. Thankfully, they don't have combat arts. Oh, that would be terrifying. Okay, they don't have combat arts. So, not too bad. How are their stats? The stats are okay. They thankfully are wasting a bunch in magic and not a bunch in defense. Their dex is scary, their speed is scary, but that's kind of true in the base game too. I think we should be able to deal with them. I mean, I think it just gives them, basically it's like rolling with advantage on any of their combat art attacks. That's how I assume it would work. But not something we're going to have to worry about in this fight, at least. Hubert's lethality procs could come in huge clutch against this boss. As does his fist. We definitely want Lysithea in. Yeah, I think we'll sit our regulars out for this one. Do we have enough healing, though? It's the one... We've got... Thales is technically a healer. I think we're lacking a little bit, because Fletch actually can't cast heal. Neither can Hubert. I think I'm actually going to drop Petra out of this fight, just so we can get one of our actual healers in here. We haven't given Manuela a lot of use lately, so we'll get her on the field. Okay, that gives us 2 healers. Want to get people with like good combat arts at the backside of the squad to kind of drag our guest along. Yeah, that means you. So you can put you down here. Is that all you have drawback as well? Okay. And you have swap. Let's swap these two. Okay, and then front line. Yeah, I like that. That's a good combo. We have plenty of thieves, so not too worried about the chest. We can just steal the key on top of it. I did want to look at their inventory though before we jump into this, just to see who's lacking. Marketplace. What's up, Petra? We need to make some purchases. Can you... First, let's restore our battalions. Blacksmith is a no good for now, so we're gonna have to go to the armory. I could definitely go for a better axe. What do we have as options for better axes on him? We could give him a short axe, which wouldn't be bad.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Thanks a bunch.
Let's drop his iron axe and just give him a short axe. We have a mace too. I think I'm actually going to trade out the steel for a mace so he has a little bit of a lighter option for just basic battle. Looking through, this iron sword's basically broken. I don't like that he doesn't have a ranged option yet. So I might actually drop him just a training bow just to have for support purposes. Then in terms of swords, we're sitting on a spare. Oh, we do have an iron sword plus, it's just in the bank, so we can give him that. Costas, he could use just probably another axe to have on hand for the long fight or for big hits. You're good enough. You're good enough. Manuela's got good options for her spear. Yours isn't going to get durability issues. Okay. That should be enough. We'll save the rest of our money for updates after this fight. And then Thales, he's got a Sword of the Creator on hand. Okay. Sucks he can't use... we don't have Crest of Flame as an option on him for the combat art, so he can use it, but he can't do anything special with it. He's just got Grounder, and I guess Bane of Monsters would have to work in a pinch. No one really cares about the flame, the Sword of the Creator this early in the game anyway. Okay, otherwise, that's everything. Let's jump into it.
The enemy is close by. We're almost to the top floor.
Big knots.
They have nowhere left to flee, so the situation is in our favor. All we have to do is chase them down.
Don't hold back for my sake. My brother is going to pay for everything he's done.
And who is that brother, I wonder?
What's the plan?
Alright, let's try and clear ahead quickly. Let's have you just use the lance on these guys. That should be fine. It won't break. You can back him up. You're actually a magic buffer. Doesn't matter.
I'm indebted.
As you wish.
You've got... Ooh, you have rescue. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Coming with me, big knots. Alright, alright. And then you can
Leave it to me.
run over here and swap him. You can run over here and swap him again, and everyone else can just run.
Here goes.
Give you here
Let's
as a
take
target.
that.
And then you can grab him and drag him ahead, and that's a good first turn.
Well-oiled machine.
Yeah, you are, Gerald. Can actually use him to cut a way through. Guess we should check, what do we have on Big Knots? What are we missing out on? Crest of Bladed. Oh yeah, he's from Faerghus. The rest of this looks like his basic default, but that is very interesting to see Crest of Bladed on that slot. It's also funny, his his sprite is Lysithea. Interesting. Very interesting. Get some quick trades with Acheron. Give some healing targets. Need to clear the way for Big Knots. Welcome on in, Mudkip. We just got into the Conad Tower battle. Yeah, it's nice having a ranged option on Gwendol. Everyone's in their intermediate classes now, so this is Thief Gwendol. Gerald is becoming the dream tank I hoped he would be. He's packing Staunch Shield now, and it's doing wonders. And we've got our Dark Mage Thales online, because we picked up the Dark Seal. Look how tiny he looks. We picked up the Dark Seal from Death Knight Hanuman in the last chapter. So really cool builds going on. Fletch isn't in this battle, but she picked up Transmute. Yeah, and we're just trying to get that early run. Also, if you haven't seen, we have a very, very cool looking Lord Lysithea leading our forces. And she's also packing Staunch Shield as well as Sacred Power. So very, very cool leader character. But yeah, it's looking like these bandits we're up against have double Crest of Regan, but thankfully no combat arts, so they're just wasting it.
Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
Yeah, good to see you again. Thanks for coming to the Monday stream. Hold on to that meteor. I might use that on the boss just to get him to run. Be exciting content.
Unexpected.
Oh, Fletch is in the fight. Yeah, so she's got Transmute, so we might mess around with using that on certain parts of this fight. I want to make sure we're still dragging Ignatz along, because I don't want him caught up in the back fighting on the back line. Let's get some heals on Acheron. We're trying to get him on our squad in the near future so we can grab his Lance of Ruin for some build fun. Oh, Manuela learned Armored Blow. That's an interesting skill to put on a mage. I haven't ever messed with that combo before. Yeah, I'd say overall this squad is coming along very nicely. Yeah, I think that was a surprise to Nafir as well. We're all kind of scratching our heads on that one. I've certainly never seen it in my history of running the randomizers for this game. And for them to both be major crests on top of it, like, the odds of it are astronomically low. I sadly don't have any mounted units. So I might actually just have Geralt come down here, clear this guy out, and then he can catch the chasing units with his like infinite defense on the way back. I'd love to get Fletch up front for this part, but I don't think it's necessary. We can just throw some. Oh, we do have to get you out of range so we don't trigger them early though. which we might actually not be able to pull off. So you have drawback, you have healing focus. Let's actually swap you over. Your drawback's already used. Uh-oh. Swap you forward. I guess we'll draw him back. It's better than nothing. You can draw in the mage and have a little firefight. Shall we pull you back so we don't trigger? That'll work. Keep the Conan Tower Avalanche from happening for one more turn at least. And then you can power up Hubert's magic.
It all comes down to this.
Yeah, it's a mystery. My money is it's like rolling with advantage in D&D, but it could be some kind of weird multiplicative like combination. It's one of those things that's not in the base game really, unless I guess it kind of is if you give a crest stone that has the same crest that someone naturally has. So there must be some kind of planned programming in for it. We're going to see if we can keep Big Knots alive through this fight just for the challenge of it. Our Lilynette actually got MVP in the last fight. She's got a mage-based battalion now and 11 swords, so she can come online in a big way when necessary. Ooh, there's no offensive power here. Force through! We're actually going to see Geralt master Armored Knights shortly, which will be very interesting to see what comes of that. Let's see if we can get a crit to clear this out faster. Nah, that should put him low enough. Okay, the enemies are closing in behind us. I don't necessarily want to give them the advantage here to hit me first, so I'm going to pull everyone out of range and then strike back on the next turn. You can get some heals off.
Unexpected.
And then rescue. Hold on to that for now. It's kind of a last minute like clutch option if we need to get Big Knots out of somewhere bad. Okay. That all looks good. Don't you do it to me. Thankfully, Geralt stuck his head up that horse's ass, protecting him from the battalion. It's our nimble-footed armored knight. Where are you going, Big Knots? No, you can't have the chest key. Oh, they're gonna make me waste it. Unless you want to just rally him. There we go.
Not my first fight.
And there it is. Our mastermind has learned... You learn Lock Touch from Armored Knight. Okay. I don't think you actually will have that equipped, so I think I need to... Let's throw your Iron Lance at the convoy for the moment. Now we can hit these guys over here. We'll show the terrifying power of Lysithea. Lord Lysithea is so OP.
I just worked harder.
Yeah, poor Death Knight Hanuman was not expecting to run into that. It did not go well for him. Yeah, you called it, Nafir. Keys are going to be worthless on this run. We're going to have like 4 people with lock touch.
I expect.
Okay, we got the res debuffed. No, you can't hit from there. Alright, I'll just have Gwendol finish him off. Gwendol's speed's looking good now that he's got Thief online. Yeah, he's up to 18 speed.
Now that feels good.
His magic growths are keeping up, so he might come in handy for both magic and physical, like crits when he hits Trickster. Overall, he's feeling like a good character. Let's have these guys just keep running up together. We have not triggered the avalanche yet, so it's gonna not make this too touch and go. Okay, reinforcements part 2. Alright, he's on the move. Let's get this chest key, or chest, Armor Slayer. And then I kind of want to just throw a rescue out to drag him back into the fight. Yes, Hanuman is the guise of the Death Knight. And he was pretty strong. We got lucky that I had Thales go toe-to-toe with him, and Hanuman missed Thales on one of the swings, and the other swing wasn't a crit. So it set up Lysithea to just come in and do like a back-breaking super smack for the kill. Overall, the fight wasn't too challenging. We did run into the Western Church swordsmen are very strong, and so we lost Costas and Ionius and had to do time rewinds for them. But otherwise, it was a pretty cut and dry map. We got all the chests and finished with like 12 turns to spare. And then Flame Emperor won the house versus house spear tournament with a Defiant crit proc that was extremely hype. I definitely went into the red peaking volume when that happened. Especially because she only hit it because I chose not to heal. It was very cool. Okay, so to spice this up, I'm gonna give. Oh, the brother is Balthus. That's oddly fitting. Good old Balthus and Acheron. They're just the stand-up brothers. What's up, buddy?
You think you can take the reins from me, huh? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you.
Okay. Now things are gonna get exciting. Your Gambit's Battleground Cafe. We'll need that for later. Yeah, we don't need a swap. That should trigger the trap. Let's actually have you drop back to here to keep an eye on these guys.
Thanks so much.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're C rank now. Manuela and Acheron are our buddies.
Here we go. Attack them from both sides.
It's an ambush.
Now we've got some exciting prospects coming in. Oh good, he can't be hurt by the rogues too. Whoa! Alright. Yeah, let's just have Geralt. Geralt can hang back here and break these guys rather easily. I actually want to have him convoy and change out his gear. He doesn't need the armor slayer. I guess we can break the lance on these guys. Throw a Rucklally. Yes, the Rucklally. I love Rucklallies. Luck Rally on him. Though he's not going to be in range to fight anyway. Let's see how quickly we can knock these guys out. And then hopefully he can kind of break these guys pretty well. Actually might drop Lysithea back. I feel like Lysithea and Manuela for heals will be all we need to deal with that group. Let's get... Yeah, we still do not know where Dedue is. Dedue is hidden in the wastelands somewhere. And those two are kind of an even match with each other. There we go. Let's get a hit with you involved. So these guys are coming in. It's a little scary for Costas. He's still not super tanky. And he can get doubled if he switches off of gauntlets. Do I just group flames here and keep them busy for a turn? Sadly, I don't think he has a ranged item to support it. Whew, we might just need to fall back. She can't hurt with the iron bow. And with curve shot. With one. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, let's just have her come back, switch to her 11 sword as a threat. Hopefully he won't just break a net. No, she's gotten tankier. And they can fall back, and then we can just slam the reinforcements as they arrive. And throw a magic rally so she really hurts with that 11 sword. And now the avalanche begins.
Now's our chance.
Geralt's go-to of putting his head right against the horse's ass. Works every time. Come on in, Doug. This is the Black Eagles led by Lord Lysithea.
Get things done.
You can see this is our house leader right here. For butler entourage. Okay, how bad are the mages going to hurt him? Worse than I would like, but only one can reach him. I think that's fine. I'm going to have him stick this out and try and do some damage. That is funny. Gerald he's got a turtle shell shield on, doesn't he?
That's another one.
Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. There's too many battalions. There's too much unknown about this bat group, so I'm just going to bring in Lord Lysithea and break them. As she does. And then we have Manuela, our shut-in giantess, who's just going to keep everyone alive on the back line. She's also packing group flames, so I think I'm going to save that for the boss. But this is my first ever stream of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We're doing a randomizer that's somewhat balanced. We have very powerful enemies, and we're kind of countering them with very interesting skill growths. So we have things like we have lethality and Imperial Lineage on Hubert. The crests are randomized, and we're on hard difficulty, but the enemies are far stronger than they typically would be on hard difficulty. So it's making for some very interesting combat scenarios. Whew. That's fine. I'm not going to leave anything alive to hurt him afterwards. And this is the battle where we're helping Acheron get back the Lance of Ruin from his brother Balthus. Wish we could get some doubles with her. Her attacks are almost like pointless against these guys. I almost want to send her back to do a stride when the time comes, but now doesn't seem to be the right time to do it. Might just be better to rally Hubert to have him actually get some work done. He can be a body blocker, so they can't get to him as easily. Clear that guy out. So we actually don't know where the real Edelgard is. Young Edelgard is a student at the school that we just had tea with and are eyeing as a potential recruit. But I don't think we've actually seen the real Edelgard anywhere in the world. A lot of the main players are actually missing. She's kind of hurt. I want to get her out of action as far as I can. Ooh, love to see that Fraldarius crest on a net proccing on a magic sword. Now that's the type of fun builds that just get me going in these randomizers. I guess we can wind sweep him just so he doesn't counter me. Wind sweep and keyhole. It's kind of overkill. Okay, you're going after him. You're going after him. I really would like to get this mage under control. Maybe we'll bombard him and hope for a crit. Yeah, if we can get some better battalions on Costas, I think he could be a real carry for us. And that's why I put in so much effort to get him away from the back line, because I knew those mages were going to tear up big knots. Oh no, they found a way in! Ah!
I can't believe it. Well, not much more I can do here.
Oh, we got time rewind. Oh, I know why, because he moved. I wasn't expecting him to move. Alright, and Neck gets a hit in. She gets a very good level for it. Okay, let's rethink this. Acheron is the weak link. How do we defend? How do we defend him? So many units moving, it's confusing me. Moving Acheron in there. Oh, because we didn't take that. No, we did take him out, but we didn't have anyone to move into position. Okay. Let's not put him as far into harm's range. Let's actually have him come back. Let's have him rally her, and then she can actually do a bit more damage. I think her doing the Levin sword back here is still a good move. We just need to make sure we clear these guys out. If that's the case, I might actually see if I can get this guy cleared out with Costas and keep Costas at full HP. No, that Flame Emperor isn't Edelgard. That's just Dorothea in her opera getup. She took the mask off when she won the house tournament to confirm that, you know, it wasn't Edelgard. Alright, it seems like a better setup. They're gonna take her out is the problem. But only one of them can hit her as long as she doesn't, like, kill them. Which I think is fine.
As you wish.
Oh, we can even... Oh, no, we can't move you, because then they'll get Acheron. If only I could just kill him. I don't want to. This is really an unfortunate, like, game of chess I'm dealing with here. I can divert their attention to her. And then the two of them together could get the kill. Let's actually do that. Oh, lethality proc. There it is. That's our nasty Hubert.
How humiliating.
Problem solved. Whenever I have to think too hard, Hubert comes in and deals with the problem for me. Still gets Fletcher level. And she's pretty tanky. Look at that, 13 all the way across the offensive line. Alright, and now... Yeah, let's get Thales to move into position. He can cast a silence, but... You know, this is actually a pretty good time to use that. Let's throw a silence on that mage so that we can keep Ignatz healthy. Yeah, Thales is our Ashen Demon. He's got some New Game Plus carryover skills, so he's a big, big bad. The avalanche is coming. Balthus is gathering his forces. Man, I just realized, because I left Flame Emperor on Adjutant, we're not going to have impenetrable wall for dealing with those forces, so this might get spicy. Hopefully none of those crits land. Okay. Okay, now we can clear this up and reform before things get really nasty. Wow, they can't even hurt her. That's crazy. Fire has no effect on Lysithea.
What's the plan?
Begone, weaklings. Back line out here is getting pretty strong.
Let's take them out.
Yeah, let's just have you throw a heal. Okay, that squad's in good shape. Looks like the reinforcements stop, so we can all just gang up over here. Let's have you do a rally on Fletch again. That was actually working really nicely. Have you come up here. See if Hubert gets another lethality proc on him. Usually he only gets one a battle so far. His dex isn't high enough to make that reliable. Late game it's going to be insane. I'm hoping he saved a couple of those procs for the boss. Take advantage of that extra bow range on Annette. Actually get Gwendol healed up so he can get back in the action. That's level 13 on Thales.
Another step forward.
17 dex and speed on him. He's really showing his lord level gross. Yeah, you can just get a hit on this guy. I don't think we're in a rush to take him out. I'd like to get some more white magic practice in for the team. Ignat's going to steal more of our XP, but it is what it is. I like the challenge of keeping him alive for this, especially at least through this avalanche. I could definitely find use for him to stop that. Still crit fishing on Geralt. Ignatz has not missed once. He's making those 60% crits work. Okay, let's finish these guys off. Rather get the mage out of the way. Which we should be able to. Ooh, maybe not. I guess with the axe we could. Hate to use that much durability on it though. Can we just do it with the mace? There we go. Crest of Saros on Geralt, of course.
No match for me.
Well, that blood and sweat was worth it.
Okay, level 5. That's all right. You know what? I might as well heal and then. Oh, if I move there, it's enough of a buff that you go for her. That's really weird. Good old Three Houses AI.
That helps.
Okay. Need to get our people healed up and get ready for the incoming onslaught. Ideally, I want to try and beat the onslaught to get that accuracy ring before it's here. Otherwise, it's a real headache to get. And we might need to heal her up, and that's rough because we only have 2 healers on the field.
I thank you.
Hubert's probably the best bet we have for doing that. I think Hubert and Annette would do a fine job. Maybe we can lure him in with someone tanky. You should be able to take a hit. I'll just have you throw that vulnerary on. Look at them all. Man, they're already here. Ooh, it's about to get spicy.
You were outmatched.
Oh, it's gonna get real spicy. Okay, I have to be kind of purposeful with how I do this. I need to move as fast as possible while also getting off as many heals as I can in the process. And we need to just chunk this heavy armor knight down as quick as we can.
It's clear to me now.
Swing and a miss. Can Fletch finish him? Yeah. Good, she needs that XP. Now the real problem, can Annette tank this guy? And she's not even at full health yet. I don't think I have any ranged heals. It's gonna be interesting. Get Ignatz as healthy as we can, because he's going in one way or another. I feel like she can... Let's see, what's he packing? He doesn't have... Oh, he does have a combat art. There's no way he would use it on a archer, though. There's no way. I'm gonna move her last, but there's no way. Just gotta believe. Oh boy. This could be interesting. Okay, he did the gambit, but unfortunately hit. And hit everybody behind him too. But on the bright side, we are tricking some of the forces to go around, so that may help us a lot here. I think we're about to watch Ignatz get obliterated. Throw a restore out. Get our backup alive. What? Oh, this is all kinds of bad. I think I might have to rethink this. This doesn't end well in any way. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I think we gotta prepare for this onslaught first and kind of lower their numbers. Otherwise, we all die. Actually gonna have you... No, I'll Pure Water next turn. Yeah, worst case scenario, we just send somebody back. I think this might be the moment we have to sacrifice Ignatz. Go get him, Ignatz. Go get him. I could buy us one more turn by rescuing him, which I think is probably going to be a worthwhile
Leave it to me.
move here.
Let's take them out.
Because every turn we buy is a turn that we get Lysithea into the combat, and Geralt, our best tank, is kind of coming up the rear too. Okay, let's mess around with that strategy here. Pull back Ignatz one more turn. And now I kind of want to put somebody that can wreck these. Let's see, what happens if you're here? Nothing. You can't hurt them. And I don't have 11 sword level 2 ready, so I think just everybody draws back is the play here. Let's have you come in here and swap to pull him further out. You could actually tank these guys decently well, as could you. So let's have you hold the line here. Rally Fletch so her magic means more.
As you wish.
You I want out of the way. You I kind of will... Nah, we should probably keep everyone together. We can do some interesting stuff with Stride if we keep everyone in a group. And then that's going to leave you attacking him. Actually don't want him to get hit twice. Fletch, step up and block it. She's not going to do very much damage, but she at least shouldn't get doubled. Yeah, that was a good trade to set us up for success. It's really just all those archers that I'm worrying about. The bandit archers are just so strong. But we didn't get anybody gambited, so we can still keep falling back. Let's see what Ignatz's play is here. Okay, it's pretty good. We can actually pick off the two frontliners and only mildly be in threat range. So I think I'm gonna... It's the archers though. These archers are very nasty. They don't have combat arts, but they're still bringing in 14 speed and 14 strength. How do we want to play this out? I can only have very tanky units on the front line, or this goes south fast. And then Stride is on... It's on you. Do we go all in offense on these guys? Or we wait till next turn? I think we wait till next turn. So let's have you fall back. Heal yourself. Thales, I think, could be, as long as we keep him on like the edge here, he should be okay. What's your gambit? You can actually pin this guy down if we wanted to. It's risky though. I don't think it's worth it. Let's have him step back just so we don't lose. I know what I want him. Wait, is there mages? There's no mages. It's all physical. Okay. Yeah, let's just get him out of the way. Let's get some luck on Thales, because he's about to do some heavy lifting. I think it's time for a rare moment when Thales pulls out his blade. Yeah, they all want to kill Acheron. Understandable. Understandable sentiment. I think she's far enough back that this will be a safe move. I don't want Thales to get all of the XP.
That worked out.
Good tank level.
Feeds my body and mind.
Okay, she should be in a good spot. Extra vulnerary. You? Let's have you come back here. You can get into range. You can actually power them up, which is pretty cool. I think I'm going to take advantage of that. That way Thales can really do some damage with that sword. We gotta get you to safety or you're gonna die, but I kinda want you to... I think we can actually put him here, heal up, and then you can just buff him up in case they go after him. Alright, let's see how that plays out. Who's left? I think that splits up the damage to enough people that everyone should get through this turn. Nice dodge, Ignatz. Let's go. And now the Archer Barrage. The more arrows Ignatz can eat, the better we can be. Fortunately, no counter in Hubert, because he's a noble. Only commoners counter. Ignatz eating all those arrows for us and getting all the archers pulled up on the front line. Okay. Ideally, we can do something where we can heal up Ignatz and then just make a wall. I think we're going to make a wall box right here and pin them as best we can. Hey, and Ignatz pulled back too. Okay, we can actually do like a defensive wall here and just keep whittling them down. I would, if we can get rid of the archers, the rest of this is going to go really nicely. The alternative is I pin that whole group down. But I would need someone like Lysithea, for instance, to come in and kind of clear the way. And she's good, but she's not that good. All right, let's just have her come in and hit this guy and see if we can set it up. And then maybe one of our 3 ranged mages can finish them off. Unfortunately, I don't think we have 3 ranged mages on the field. Let's try this.
Oh.
80% chance. Yeah.
By any means necessary.
There it is. The lockdown begins. Oh, that is huge. Okay. Now we can kind of just press in and deal with all of these bigger threats in the way. Okay, get him debuffed. I don't think enough of them will be alive for him to be in dangerous range after this. I don't want to miss out on that damage. Acheron is a beast. Oh, nice! Flame Emperor, get it! Get it! Okay. We can get an easy kill now. Costa's come in. Can you just chop this guy like really, really hard with your axe? There it is. That's a preview of the future Costas we're building. Okay, now we can get some smaller kills for some of our weaker units here.
Can't afford to lose.
One mean gambit come in for a net, but won't be enough by itself to finish her off. I do want to just make sure we're keeping Ignatz healed up here. He's probably fine, but every turn we have him available is in our favor. Gonna have Hubert come in here. Wow, some good power. Guess these archers have no magic resistance. We finally found an enemy that we can use magic on.
This strength will serve Lady Edelgard well.
Great level. Great level, and he gets his heal from Life Taker. Kinda want to bring him up here and just... Oh, he can actually take that guy out entirely. He's squishy, but I think it's worth it. Just go all in, get as many enemies down as we can. Alright, did the gamble pay off? Nice vulnerary, I'll take it. Gwendol's showing his assassin chops. Oh, he switched. Ooh! Got some damage in, I like it. Tenacious. Alright. Good, that'll prevent the counter. Okay, I wonder if we can use Stride here. If we can use Stride to get somebody to take him out before the final boss opens up. I'm just going to try and Stride like everybody on the map and see if we can pull this off. If we can just get Thales over there, he can kind of take care of it for us, but there's a guy in his way that I think's blocking the movement. So, bring him back. Net can do an opening hit on him. Oh, I noticed, not only did she hit him back, she poisoned him. Annette is so dirty. She fights so evil with her like sword crit plus 10, her counterattacks, her poison. Such a cool character. Okay, that takes care of that. We can actually have Acheron get the dialogue with him, so that'll be fun. Who can finish them off for me? Let's have you finish off the guy in front of you. You can just come in here for support reasons. Get the back line out.
For Lady Edelgard.
Yeah, I think we need everybody offensive here. How far can you make it? You're one short. You're not in range of it. I think it's got to be him. I think he can make it if we clear the way. So if that's the case, I'm gonna have you come up here and axe this guy out of the way.
I just worked harder.
Get you the level before the real boss starts. She's at 44 HP at level 13. Holy cow, this Lysithea is busted. It's still not enough. He's not going to make it. If only we could just like... Okay, I have a weird idea. Let's take out an iron bow. Let's give Costas the iron bow over his steel axe. Do a free heal, and then Costas can come up and hit this guy just to trigger him so he chases us. And then you can get in a heal before things get crazy.
Why have you come, you crest-bearing fool?
I'm here for the Lance of Ruin, Miklon. Hand it over. I don't want to humiliate you, but I will. Hurry up and die already. If not for you, if it hadn't been for you. Shut up! I'm so tired of hearing that. You've always blamed me for something that isn't my fault.
Alright, now we get to see our first randomized beast.
Not bad for your kind. A bunch of spoiled, rotten children.
Take a quick break to suck down some coffee while this plays.
What the hell? Dad, look at that! I'm out of here! Hold on! No! What the? Miklon! Is that you?
That form.
Hey, Kranya.
Oh my. Is this your first time fighting such a thing? Then listen well to what I say.
How'd you learn all this, Kranya?
Conquering that thing instead of talking to me. If you're out of questions, get over there and fight.
Okay.
Such is the fate of one whose life is corrupted by a crest stone. How pitiable. The least we can do is put an end to his suffering.
That's another one.
Welcome on in. Thanks for the follow. It's weird, my follower icon isn't popping up. I'll have to look into why that is. Okay. How do I pull him back to not die long enough to make this work? So interesting. Black Bee says Crest of Daphnel. Which I still wonder if staggering blows count as combat arts or if they're battalions. Weird question. It's actually pretty weak by yeah, it's actually randomized to be pretty weak. I think Ignat's gonna actually jostle this guy around pretty good while I send like a strike force to go deal with that guy. Oh, and they still have their movement buffs. Nice. Oh, that makes this so much easier. Okay, I can just have them like charge this guy. I didn't think the stride would carry over like that. That's crazy. Okay, those two should be able to handle it. Right, the barrier skills. Well, Magic Bind isn't bad. Death Blow would be scary if he had more power, but no, he's 6 speed and like he has worse defense than most of my students. This is gonna be a wash. Time to go beast hunting, I suppose. It's alright, that last showdown was hard enough as it is. I'll take a wash fight after dealing with that. Let's just do the challenge of keeping Ignatz alive through it. Throw a real tank in here. See, are you on one's counter? No, you don't have counter. So we'll actually we'll leave your javelin on. Get everyone else into position. Yeah, that avalanche was rough without eye wall. I think it's been helpful just that Ignatz has been way better than Gilbert. And yeah, not having the dex to crit Ignatz is helpful too. Alright, this guy's coming in. Love to see it. This won't end in one turn. I can get him on the next turn pretty nicely. Okay, how do we deal with this guy? Let's have you come to the back line. I could actually do it from this side and stay nearby. Lysithia Butler squad, power everyone up. Linked horse is used. We can start with Folisade before it gets broken. Switch to your bow for support. Yeah, let's hit that one. No, let's hit the back side of it. Level on Gwendol. To be fair. Watch, you've just jinxed me, Mudkip. We're gonna find the real Gilbert and he's gonna be unstoppable. Throw down some Resonant Lightning. It's because this is just the Crest of Daphnel beast. That's why he's so weak. Alright. Break him with the Assault Troop. And now we just gotta not kill him on one turn so we can make sure we get that accuracy ring. 5 Umbral Steel. At least he drops well. Who wants XP? Fletch badly does. Good level. Look out, he'll bind your magic. Oh no. Ah, that guy's in the way. Can you move? We have dialogue to discuss.
What is that? It's like watching a bad dream come to life.
You're like watching a bad dream come to life, Acheron. Guess throw a heal on him. Keep Ignatz alive through this conflict. Alright, and now our accuracy ring has arrived right on schedule. Ignatz continues stealing our big XP. Okay. Need you guys to step up and take this guy down. Not bad. I think we do that and then Costas gets the kill. Ooh, almost got him. Good try, Annette. Alright, Costas, you gotta do 1 damage. Hey, we got C+ axe on Costas. Wild Abandon. Cool, cool. Accuracy ring acquired. Now let's just finish this guy off. Get some last minute support with Acheron while we're here. Yeah, this guy isn't even worth, he's sadly not even worth using the Sword of the Creator on. We'll get Thales a level while we're here, though. True monstrous thing here is Thales' levels. And then Fletch always needs more XP. Boom! Nice finish. Honestly, I want the C rank support, and I was pretty confident that it was going to work out in terms of why I attacked with the net at melee.
Goddess, the beast is gone, yet Miquelon and the lance remain.
It is done. Let's retrieve the lance and depart at once.
Miquelon, my brother.
Gwendol, well-earned MVP. Gwendol really showed up to this fight.
That man, his form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well. As one who wields the sword of the Creator, does that mean you possess that power too?
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself. People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors
So we've
spread
now
of
lost
them
Sedith
using a relic
and
transforming
Balthus on
into
this
a
run.
monster. All regions of Fodlan would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs.
And Caspar,
Please ensure the students
who was
accompanied you
Titan
understand
Caspar.
that as well. Have I made myself clear? His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess. Punishment for someone arrogant.
They made
and
Hilda
foolish enough to
sad.
use
How
a
dare
hero's
they?
relic, even though they were unworthy and unqualified. If someone without a crest were to wield the relic you possess,
I don't have a
they would
crest.
likely meet the same fate as Miklon.
It's very
You,
concerning.
however, have been chosen. You are worthy of wielding the sword of the Creator, so there is no need to worry. The Church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would.
No, Acheron, step in. We need the lance.
I can see that I was right to trust you with this. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
I assume the Archbishop was pleased with your performance. Did you return the Lance of Ruin?
I sadly returned it.
I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us.
About House Gautier.
Yes, Miklon was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest. Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress. Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader. He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. What a waste!
They feel like such a father-daughter
It's true
pair
that a
with this
crest can increase
randomizer
your
proportions.
magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic. But one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest. There are plenty of talented people in this world without one.
I completely agree.
People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to make
Scythia is going to end the crest overlords.
People are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in.
By her
Their
white
power
hair,
is
she
granted
declares it.
only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the
I love how the
world.
shadows makes her hair purple
Have
with
you
this
ever
model.
wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests? Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
Lady Edelgard, I question whether you revealed too much to the Professor.
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's
We
why
should
I'm
be able
borrowing
to
power from those
recruit
people.
Mercedes,
Our teacher
the
can wield it
the
in my
assassin that
stead.
dances in the
I
dead of
believe
night.
that would be for the best.
Be a new unit for the chapter.
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands. Please excuse me.
I can't hide from the truth. I can't do all that I must on my own. If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy. Is it so risky to reach out my hand? Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed. My regret, my grief, my whole life, I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the Heroes Relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop!
Oh no.
Seteth, what
Anna's
troubles
gone
you?
missing.
Flame is missing. I cannot find her anywhere.
Professor, have you seen Flame recently?
Who will we buy our goods from?
I have searched every corner I can think of. I could not find her anywhere. She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Sedith. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Faerghus, Faerghus welcomes the riches of fall.
Yeah, for those new to the channel, I dropped the Discord link if you want to chat with us between streams. We'll be back with Fire Emblem Three Houses Randomizer this coming Friday, as well as our class roster where you can kind of track the build paths of the current students we have inside of our house, what their strengths are and so on, as well as budding talents. We're getting to the point that we're about to start getting a lot of budding talents online, so we should see some wild new abilities and maybe combat arts coming with those. But we're getting to about the end of the stream, so I'm going to get in there. We might get a couple of supports here. Let's see if there's a fun support with our students that we can end the stream on after we talk a little bit more about the disappearance of Anna.
I believe you are already aware. Sedith's younger sister Flame has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flame is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
What, so you're afraid of Cyril?
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets.
Did they cut Anna's head off like she cuts her prices?
The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death
Or maybe
Knight
she
is
refused to
coming
sell
claim their
him
souls with his blade.
some crest
There is no
components.
way she would have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Sedith, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself.
Oh, it'll be exciting to see what kind of insanity the Flame Emperor soldiers bring to the table at the end of the month.
We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul, to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flame. The knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Flame has gone missing? Most unsettling.
It doesn't seem likely that she's simply gotten lost. I'll help in any way that I can.
So, our mission this month is to find her? Well then, let us hurry and locate her before anyone else.
I hope Flame is okay. What would happen if... Just what would we do if...
You can't think like that, Byrne. Sedith would have a heart attack if he heard you.
I've heard that she has a crest, but I suppose for this moment that is irrelevant. We'll start by gathering information. Someone must have seen Flame recently.
Right. If we work together, I'm certain we'll find her.
Exciting stuff. Oh, what do we got? It's Annette's birthday. It's a great time for a tea party. Hello, Annette. So we have maybe Southern Fruit Blend might interest her.
Thanks for giving me your spare time. Thank you.
Ah, guess not.
It's needing sweetness. Okay.
Likeable allies? Evaluating allies? word of advice.
Next, I will be studying, training, researching, sparring. I am having a lot to do.
Sounds like you, Annette. Commend. No. Praise. Your full motivation, so I'll hold on to my gifts.
Do you have curiosity about my mark?
She actually holds the tea somewhat properly.
Delicious.
The rarest thing that can happen in the randomizer.
This style of braiding has been passed down through my family.
It is a weird style of braid. I don't think I ever really noticed her hair like this.
Inviting me again.
Some more charm on Thales and Annette. Let's see if we have any fun support options to end on. It looks like we do. We got something. We've got an Acheron one. We'll go with that. Acheron and Flame Emperor. It's a good one to end on.
Ah, Sylvain. It's unusual to find you doing something other than hitting on women.
Ah, Dorothea. I've been preparing to do just that, as it were. My intention is to flirt with the monastery's most beautiful flower, Dorothea herself.
Oh dear. And I've ruined all your hard work. You might as well save the effort. I'm not taking the bait.
Oh, Dorothea, your wit is as sharp as your beauty. Don't you want just a little flirting? Just a sample? I'm not like all the others, you know.
I don't doubt it. By not like all the others, do you mean how serious you are about being disingenuous when you flirt?
And that is supposed to mean what exactly?
Your social standing isn't bad, and you're not bad to look at or particularly dumb. You could easily be engaged by now. But you just flit from one woman to the next without settling on anyone. I bet you enjoy going out with them, but you hate women themselves. Don't you think?
Me? Hate women? That couldn't be further from the truth.
Acheron.
I'm always serious when it comes to matters of the heart. When I flirt, I stake my life on it.
Oh, it's so gross.
Staking your life on a person is the sort of thing you should only do when you're in love.
That's what I've been saying. I love you enough to stake my life on it. And I'm seriously in love with each and every girl I flirt with.
I see. Regardless, I'm not staking my life on you. So you'd better go and fall in love with someone else. Goodbye, Sylvain.
She's stone cold. I love it.
We just assume, you know? Okay, well, that will conclude today's stream. Thanks so much for coming out. Hope to see you guys again on Friday when we continue into the story. That's going to do it for today. I'll be having our Stardew and Chill stream tomorrow around the same time. So hope to see you guys sometime later in the week. This is Dizzy Kit calling it a day from the streaming world. Thanks so much, especially my Gib Nufir, our regulars coming out, and all of our new friends like Doug. Good times. All right. I'll talk to you later.